Guys, SpyFu just got a big update. You can now incorporate SpyFu data within inside your ChatGPT. Once you log into your SpyFu account, you will see this little pop-up here that says launch it in ChatGPT. And if you click on it, it will take you in this chat that's by SpyFu. You guys gotta understand, this is a big deal in SEO community because you're getting direct access to real SEO and PPC data. You see, when you use AI can generate ideas, but most of the time it's guessing with logic without having access to live keyword, search volumes, and competitor data. Let me tell you what I had to do before. I would have to manually log into SpyFu, then download CSV file, then clean out the data sheet, and then feed that back into the AI. That was a very time-consuming process, especially if you're working at scale. Now with ChatGPT and SpyFu integration, you get a fresh, quantitative data directly in conversation. No more spreadsheets. You can just ask, what keywords did I just gain in the last 30 days? If you're tracking it, and it will automatically respond based on the data. Let me give you the second thing. Competitive intelligence in a real time. We would have to make a manual comparisons. You would compare reports across the tools, filter it manually, and maybe you miss some insights. Now with the ChatGPT's integration, you can just ask, show me the keywords where I outrank X company. And SpyFu will come back, return a clean list. You guys gotta understand, this takes hours to do. This completely eliminates that. Number 3 would be integrated strategy plus data. So just AI, it can suggest frameworks like AIDA or SWOT or content clusters, but without hard data behind it, it's just BS. So manually, you would have to just jiggle between SpyFu's reports and the AI tool to write the content or the ad copy or whatever you got writing. Now with this integration, I can pull the SpyFu matrix and instantly apply marketing frameworks that I want to work with. Seriously, it doesn't get better than this. SpyFu basically just eliminated SpyFu exporting data, taking into the AI, doing the strategy. You get all that in a single conversational workflow where data flows smoothly. I gotta say, thank you, SpyFu team. I wanna use a real life example, pull one of my clients here. This is a 6-figure a month brand. I'm not gonna tell you the exact number. We rank for 1,484 keywords. And then if we look down in here, we have 585 keywords improved rankings, 240 keywords newly ranked, and 401 keywords lost the ranks. That just means not abolished, but from previous positions. I've given him a URL of my client's website and have told him to analyze and tell me exactly how many keywords have lost their positions in the last 30 days. This data checks off. He says 401, and then SpyFu also said 401. Now, for you to understand what niche this is, this client sells final drive motors servicing the excavator heavy machinery niche. This is the component that makes the excavators run. It's a high ticket item. It does have low searches, but high intent conversions. So just me understanding where the conversions are coming from on my client's website, I know those keywords exactly and what they are. So this is what I'm asking ChatGPT. How many of those keywords are not directly final drive motor related keywords? Since brand plus final drive motor, so that would be Bobcat or Caterpillar, final drive motors is the keyword. And brand plus specific model and plus the keyword final drive motors is the most important keyword that drive the revenue for the brand. Out of those 401 keywords we lost, how many money keywords are included in there? So I'm trying to figure out of all the keyword rankings that we lost and the previous positions, are those keywords valuable? Should I even concentrate on those? So ChatGPT responds back again based on the data. Out of 401 lost keywords, 6 are money keywords directly related to the final drive motors. Brand plus final drive or drive motor. 395 of them are non-money keywords. Now, when I check the client's revenue, we don't seem like we've actually lost revenue. We've actually lost a little bit of traffic, but our revenue's up 15% from previous month. What does that tell us? That tells us the keywords that was holding their position strongly and driving the traffic and the conversions are still maintaining their strong positions. Other stuff is just the noise, but within seconds, I know that information and I don't have to sit here and manually go and track things. Now, he also breaks down the examples of the money keywords, and just from my data here and understanding the backend data, I can tell you that these are not big revenue drivers, but they still contribute time to time. But as of now, it's not something that's going to panic us to construct a new strategy or us needing to do anything. Now, diving a little deeper here, what I told him was, based on analyzing the keywords we rank for, focusing on revenue generating keywords, brand plus final drive motors, and brand plus specific model plus final drive motors, how many of these keywords are on the first page of Google? And out of those, how many are in the top 3 positions, and which keywords we need to concentrate? That would be the most important keywords based on understanding what drives the traffic that generates revenue. If you're not ranking in the top 3 positions on the first page of Google, you're not gonna be generating traffic that's converting revenue that can establish consistency in terms of how much revenue you're generating on a month-to-month basis. This is a very important information for us to know. Let's take a look at this. Okay, so he's still working on it. Overall keyword performance. So we ranked for 1,484 keywords on the page 1, top 10. We got 90% of our revenue driving keywords, which come from final drive motor related terms. In the top 3, only 40% of those are high intent terms. So for example, we're strong for, Kubota SVL 75.2 final drive motor. We ranked number 2 for this keyword, number 2, number 1, number 2, number 1, number 1. So now here's the gaps and the opportunities that SpyFu Chat has identified here. 11 keywords are not on a page 1. These are something that we can concentrate on moving on a page 1. 65 of these keywords are on a page 1, but outside of the top 3. We're missing a ton of money over here. 65 keywords are on the page 1, but they're outside of that top 3 positions. These are our money opportunities that we need to concentrate on. Everything else is a noise. It even says highest value opportunities include, and then it breaks that down for you. And just from me knowing the back-end data, I can confirm that this is very accurate. And then it even gives us a focused strategy. So now this chat here has a very accurate data. So we can make data-backed decisions that will directly tie to ROI for the client. Because we don't just care about ranking keywords and driving traffic, we care about ranking for keywords that drive traffic, that drive revenue. If I keep diving deeper into this strategy, I can literally make 2 or 3 hour video just strictly on this. But since this is not a course, I just really wanted to jump on here and show you guys what SpyFu released and how we can use this tool in our advantage and how we're using it and how you guys can use it. Obviously, there are many different strategies, many different SEO frameworks that we use for particular areas of SEO. I hope that you guys got a good understanding of how powerful just this integration is. If you're new to SpyFu and you don't know how to use the tool, I've made a beginner's guide video, which I will feature in description below. And if you're someone who is not a SpyFu customer and you don't have SpyFu software, I also made a SpyFu review video, which goes really in depth, which is also linked in the description below. Now that we have this AI integration, I'm gonna be using this so that we can make a couple more useful videos that you guys can take action steps out of it and implement that in your business. And if you're not already subscribed to my YouTube channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I do make some awesome in-depth SEO videos. And if you have any questions regarding this particular segment of the video, please feel free to fill up the comment section below. I'll try to do my best to get back to everybody.